Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss the questions of Botany Cpet 2022. Okay, so let's begin with question number 1. So the acidospores that are produced in the secondary host of Puccinia graminis tritici containing monokaryotic mycelia. Okay, so these are the dikaryotic type. Okay, so option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 2. Which of the following population interaction have similarity among them? Okay, so in this syntropy, synergism, and symbiosis, these are the have a kind of your similarity kind of thing, similar kind of thing. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 3, continuous growth of sporophyte, epithelial sporogenesis, and sunken antheridia are the characteristic of. Okay, these are the kind of your characteristic features of Anthoceras. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 4, when a siphonostele is broken by the non-overlapping leaf gaps, the resultant stele becomes selenostele. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 5. So during megasporogenesis, the development of female gametophyte, the megasporangium is comparable to ovule. Okay, so it's a very easy question. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 6. The organelle that acts as a connecting link between nucleus and cytoplasm for transfer of material. Okay, so here the endoplasmic reticulum or ER takes that kind of your function. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 7. If a hybrid with the genotype capital A, capital B, capital C, small d, capital E, and capital F. Okay. So here the question is asked for the number of resulted phenotype from such cross in the next generation. Okay, so here the formula will be 2 to the power n. So n will be number of heterozygote. So here number of heterozygote will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 2 to the power 4 will be the correct answer. That will be 16. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 8. The RNA polymerase remains as a core enzyme in the absence of sigma factor. Definitely sigma factor acts as a kind of that makes the RNA polymerase complete. Okay, so the catalytically active holoenzyme is formed by the attachment of sigma factor. Only when the holoenzyme will form when there will be attachment of your sigma factor or it's a kind of an initiation factor is there. Okay, so which role is? So here the role of this holoenzyme is to binding of the polymerase to the gene promoter. Okay, that is binding in the promoter sites of the gene. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 9. At the level of thylakoid membrane, which of the following occurs by FQR mediated electron flow from PS1? So in the PS1 there will be a reduction of NADP will be there. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 10. In a metabolic pathway with the three intermediates metabolites, the Vmax, that's the velocity, maximum velocity, of the individual steps are given from starting from A to E. The rate limiting reaction in the chain. Okay, so here we need to know what is the limiting enzyme or limiting reaction. Okay, so the limiting reaction in a series of or in a same pathway of the subsequent reaction. Okay, so the limiting enzyme or limiting reaction is the reaction where we will get very minimum, that is the least velocity. So in which case we are getting the least velocity? So in the case that will be from C to D. Okay, so here we are getting the least or minimum velocity. So this will be the rate limiting reactions. So in the option C, that will C to D. So option C will be the correct one. Okay. Coming to question number 11. So fatty acids are synthesized and degraded by different pathways. There are different kinds of pathway are there. Okay. And the committed steps for synthesis of fatty acid each. Okay. So here the carboxylation of acetyl coenzyme A to malonyl coenzyme A that occurs in the cytoplasm. That will be the correct one. So option A will be the correct one. Okay. Coming to question number 12, the synthesis of glutamine, proline, arginine like your amino acid. Okay. The precursor of amino acid, precursor of glutamine, proline and arginine. Okay, definitely that will be from the glutamate. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 13. So which of the following statements are true for Silaginella and Teres? Okay. So here there is it's a kind of a confusing question. Okay. So as we know, the Silaginella is the having the heterosporous and Teres is the kind of your homosporous. So here there are two probability of the answer will be there. So one will be your primitive fawn and another one will be absence of distinct strobili. So most probably as per my knowledge of conscience, so option A may be the correct one. Okay. So if you have any kind of your suggestion in this question, you can give it in the comment box. Okay. Coming to question number 14, the rhizoidal groups are formed from the ventral surface in the erectly growing reproductive branches of. Okay, so that is definitely Markansia. Option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 15, which of the following plants doesn't produce flagellated male gametes during the reproduction? So Marsilia, Funaria, Cycas, they can produce the flagellated gametes. Okay, so but in case of Pinus, there is a not appearance or not production of your flagellated male gametes are there. So option D will be the correct one. Okay. Coming to question number 16. In accordance with provision of ICN, the rules of priority are not applicable to. Okay. So that may be applicable to totonyms, earliest published name and earliest publishing author, but not for basionym. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 17, the presence of adelphous stamen and marginal placenta are the characteristics of the family. So these are the characteristic features of the family Fabaceae. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 18, which of the following classifications of angiosperms are based on phylogenetic relationship among the taxa? Okay, so here, it's a kind of a Hodgkinson system and APG classification. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 19, bicarpellary syncarpous inferior ovary are seen in the family Asteraceae. So option C will be the correct one. Just remember bicarpellary, syncarpous and inferior ovary. That is the typical feature of family Asteraceae. Coming to question number 20, a segment of DNA which is with a partly purine and partly pyrimidine sequence is designated as. Okay, so that will be your heteronomous. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 21. So during photomorphogenetic responses, the blue light signal is perceived by. Okay, so that is generally perceived by you can get the phytochromes and cytochrome. Okay, so like your two different forms of your phytochromes are there. That will be your PR and PFR. PR is the red light absorbing and PFR is the far red light absorbing. Out of that, you will the PFR form is the active form that can give rise to different kind of your responses. Okay, apart from your phytochrome, the cytochrome are also responsible for the photomorphogenetic responses and that can perceive the blue light signal. Coming to question number 22. In an interphase, the mitotic preparation through the synthesis of various RNAs and structural and enzymatic proteins occur in mostly you will get in the growth phase 2. So G2 phase. Option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 23. In a plant cell, the non-cellulosic polysaccharide, pectins, lignins, phenolic substances are present in. Okay, so they are present in mostly the secondary cell wall. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 24, which of the following aneuploid has the least probability of survival and establishment? Okay, so here, so there is a nolizomic condition that will be your 2n minus 2. Okay, so option D will be the correct one. Option D will be, that will be nolizomic. Okay. Coming to question number 25, the alleles that produce independent heterozygous condition. Okay, so independent heterozygous in case of your, there is they both the heterozygote will be, or both the alleles will be independent one. So that will be your codominance. Coming to question number 26, the term unlug was used for the genes by J.G. Mendel, Gregor Johann Mendel. So that will be option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 27, a haploid genotype can be produced by tissue culture by taking the pollens or egg. From here we can get the haploid genotype. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 28, a long food chain containing more than 4 trophic level is not ecologically sustainable because, so the energy content logarithmically decreases with the trophic level. When we go from the lower trophic level to higher trophic level, there will be a subsequent decrease in the energy level will be there. Okay, so option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 29, when a nucellular epidermis degenerates, an integument layer inner to the nucellular epidermis becomes distinct with prominent nucleus, okay, and then cytoplasm, and is called your endothelium. Option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 30, the collenchyma are the tissue that provide the cortical mechanical support to the stem. So collenchyma are responsible for the mechanical support mostly in the cortical region. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 31, which of the following is used as UV light source in UV visible spectrophotometer? In case of your UV visible spectrophotometer, the lamp, that is the deuterium lamp, is used. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 32, the tetrameric DNA unwinding protein that is responsible for unwinding of double stranded DNA binds to the 8 to 10 nucleotide long binding sites as a dimer or tetrameric form. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 33, when spherical bacterial cells are aggregated as irregular bunches and they are called the staphylococcus. So option A will be the correct one. When there will be a chain of bacteria will be there, that will be your streptococcus. When bunch of coccus form will be there, so that will be your staphylococcus. Question number 34, the chemical potential of pure water. Okay, so chemical potential of pure water, that will be your 0 and that is the maximum one. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 35, according to starch sugar hypothesis, the increase in size of the guard cell and opening of stomata occurs due to result in the conversion of starch to sugar in the guard cell. Option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 36, which of the following parts of the T phase is proteinaceous and contractile? So option B will be correct one. That will be sheath surrounding the core. Coming to question number 37, the capsomere in the capsid of TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, are arranged around the nucleic acid core That will be your spirally arranged. Arrangement will be spiral arranged. Coming to question number 38. The bacteria that assimilate CO2 without using the radiant energy are nutritionally defined as. So, chemolithotropes. So coming to question number 39, which of the following is asexual reproductive structure in bacteria? So in case of bacteria, the asexual reproductive structure are your endospore. Option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 40, which of the following statement is true for Cara, Coleochaete and Oidogonium? For Cara, Coleochaete and Oidogonium, so they don't contain phycobiliprotein. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 41. So some cryptophytic algae imparts a red color to the snow in polar region. So due to the presence of your special pigment. Okay, and that kind of pigment is known as your hematochrome. Option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 42. Thus asexual reproduction in albugo occurs by the formation of conidia and zoospore. These are the asexual mode of reproduction in case of your albugo. Coming to question number 43, the term succus is applied to which of the following parts of pinus? So that is applied mostly for wings of the pollen grain. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 44, when a plant community becomes barren due to some external thrust, okay, so the consequent succession taking place in that community is called your secondary succession. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 45. So in an ecosystem in which of the respiratory demand exceeds the gross production, so the ecosystem shall have low net production accumulated as primary biomass. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 46, the niche of a species in an ecosystem refer to its the function at its place of occurrence. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 47, a vertical section of wood shows a circular arrangement of annual rings at one point. So this appearance is due to the development of a lateral branch. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 48, in a typical dicot embryo, the suspensor is formed by several longitudinal division of basal cell of the two cell proembryo. So option A will be the correct one. So coming to question number 49, the bioactive constituent of saffron. So this question is regarding saffron. So bioactive constituent of saffrons are carotenoids, monoterpenoids and flavonoids. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 50, the term curing is associated with the processing of, in case of your tea, there is a curing stage is there. Okay, during the process of pure tea. So option A will be the correct one. So next question, coming to question number 51. Sorry, the question is not available here, so I am reading the question. So according to the Vavilov's concept of the center of origin, okay, and diversity of crop plants, so potato originated in, so according to Vavilov concept, the potato originated from the South America. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 52. So the value of biodiversity upon which all the ecosystem function depends on, that is called your primary value. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 53, when the value of the covariance of two variables equals to the product of their standard deviation, the value of correlation coefficient. Okay, so the value will be your 1. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 54, in a sample with 400 replicates and standard deviation will be your 5. Okay, so the value of standard error. So here the value of standard error will be your 0.2. 25. Okay. Coming to question number 55. In Lythyrus, the dominant gene P is responsible for the petal color and that is complemented by the dominant gene C. So which of the following genotypes shall produce white color flower? So definitely capital P, small small c will be the correct one. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 56. So genes located on same locus of chromosomes. So that's a kind of your multiple alleles. Okay, so option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 57. If the large ear size of maize is due to two forms of dominant genes, so how many offspring in the F2 generation shall have typically intermediate size of the ear? Okay, so 6 by 16 will be the correct one. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 58. When two genes are not separated during crossing over, the appearance of recombinant types for the characters controlled by the said genes in the next generation shall be your 0%. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 59. The arginine rich nuclear histone protein is, that will be your H3 and H4. So here H4 is not there. So it will be definitely the H3. So option B will be the correct one. So coming to question number 60, which of the following pigments is not present in the thylakoid of a typical plant chloroplast? So that will be your zeaxanthin. So option A will be the correct one. So in the thylakoid you will get carotene, lycopene and phototropin. So, but not the, so zeaxanthin will be the correct one. So coming to question number 61, a thin plate of cells oriented at right angle to the axis of the petiole of a leaf after maturation, that is called as your abscission layer. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 62, when a seed shows its responsiveness to light during germination. Okay, so the responsiveness of seed to the light in the case of your germination, that is called your photoblastic. So option B will be the correct one. Coming to question number 63, the white rust disease of crucifers is caused by. So that will be your albugo candida is responsible for the white rust disease of crucifers. Coming to question number 64, which of the following statement is correct? So simple and reciprocal translocation occurs at the same rate. It is not correct. So simple translocation is rarer than reciprocal translocation. This is also not correct. So reciprocal translocation is rarer than simple translocation. So this is correct one. So option C will be the correct one. And simple and reciprocal translocation occur simultaneously in cell. That is also not correct. So option C will be the correct one. Coming to question number 65. A plant with which of the following genomic constitution has a greater possibility of being a sterile? So that will be your, here also you will get fertile, here also we will get fertile, here also we can get fertile. But here we can get the sterile one. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 66. So the amount of DNA in the haploid genome of living species is called, so that will be your C value. Okay. So coming to question number 67. When one mutation with visible expression is neutralized by second mutation, one mutation simultaneously second mutation, that will be reversed back to its natural condition or neutral condition, that will be your reverse mutation. So option D will be the correct one. Coming to question number 68. So the TI plasmid are present in, basically TI plasmid, tumor inducing plasmid are present in your Agrobacterium tumefaciens, and Agrobacterium tumefaciens, due to this there is a disease in plants is there, that will be your crown gall disease. Okay, coming to question number 69. The enzyme EcoR1 recognize which of the following sequence at the site as indicated by the hyphen. Okay. So that will be 5-GAATTC. Okay, so EcoR1 generally recognize a kind of your palindromic sequence, and here we'll get the GAA-TTC. So option A will be the correct one. Coming to question number 70, which of the following is not an advantage of the embryo culture? Okay, so first option, that will be your understanding of the nutrient requirement of a developing embryo. It's correct. Okay, and due to embryo culture, the production of the miniature seedling instead of fully grown seedling, it is also correct one. Study of embryo differentiation will be possible, so it is also correct one. And production of embryo of hybrid, it is not possible, so it is incorrect, but it is the correct option because the question is asking for the not an advantageous, okay, advantage of the embryo culture. So this is all about the we have discussed the question from question 1 to 17. So only question number, that is the 13, is a kind of a little bit confusing question. Okay, so you will get maybe you may get a grace mark over here. Okay, so that's all for this video. So if any kind of query you have from the starting from the question number 1 to question number 70, so you can text us in the comment box, so we will definitely revert back to you. Okay, so so thank you all of you for watching the video.